Welcome and good morning to Mike Ferry TV. It's the week of June 1st. Thanks for being with us again this week. About 2 years ago at our Superstar Retreat, I did something that was fun. The audience loved it. We did it at the 101 retreat. We did that again at the Superstar Retreat again the next year, and then we did it at the production retreat last year. And what we did is we introduced this idea of having individual agents who are superstars, big producers, write for me what I would say is the foundation that has built their business and made them successful. Well, when I used the word foundation, one of the agents said, well, it's kind of like my blueprint. I said, I like that name. So a couple of years ago, we introduced the blueprints of top producing agents that they use to build their business. And I've had probably in in 6 retreats now in the last couple of years, I've probably had 20, 25 great agents stand up on the stage with me and go through their blueprint. Everybody writes it down. It's such great material for you who's trying to grow their business. Well, as with almost everything we do, don't get mad, don't take this wrong. Almost everybody now, every one of my competitors, Blueprint Seminar presented by, the Blueprint Seminar presented by, the Blueprint Seminar. Even the state associations are running Blueprint Seminars. I saw something NAR produced, the Blueprint to Success. Well, there's the original blueprint right there. Got my picture on it. We actually published the blueprint, the original one, in our magazine last month. Some of you got a copy of it. But I have to tell you, one of the things that makes me feel the best about the work I do with all of you, you and I can create a lot faster than my competitors can steal the ideas we create. You become a great agent, you do your job, they're going to watch you and they're going to try to figure out what you're doing and they're going to try to steal your ideas, but we're going to keep giving you new ones faster than they can steal them. So I thought it'd be fun today, as we start inching towards the second half of the year, to look at the original Superstar Agent Blueprint. I want to go through all 15 points with you. I want you to write them down. I want you to review or preview this particular segment every day this week. The original Superstar Agent Blueprint. It says, number 1, connect the dots between achieving the goals we've set, the schedule we keep, the prospecting we do, and the discipline that we exercise. Great agent Fahad Assad out of Naples, Florida. This was the first point on her blueprint. Now listen carefully. You got to connect the dots. You need to connect the dots between achieving the goals you've set, the schedule of what you do daily, the prospecting you're involved in, and the discipline we exercise. Great point. Point 1 is invaluable. Connect the dots between what you want to do and what you're doing to achieve the goals you've set. Number 2, recognize the more prospecting we do, the better we know the market, the conditions of the market. We know what people in the market want to buy and the prices that will cause homes to sell. Watch. We've got to recognize that the more prospecting we do, the more you're talking to people every day on the street, the better we understand the market conditions, the market prices in our territory. Obviously, the better we know what people in the market want to buy and or sell, and we will know the prices. People ask me all the time, should I preview property? Only if you want to know the market. Only if you want to know exactly what's selling and what's not selling. Only if you want to find all the for sale by owners and expired listings. Otherwise, don't preview property. Recognize the more prospecting you do, the better you know the market. Number 3, set both short-term and long-term goals with strict weekly schedules to keep yourself on track. Okay, what do you want to accomplish this week? How many leads do you want to generate? How many listing appointments do you want to go on? What do you want to accomplish this week? Just a short-term goal. Builds your confidence when you achieve it. And then if you didn't achieve it, it's only 1 week. You can look back and say, what adjustments do I have to make? Number 4, work daily to improve our skills. 30 minutes a day minimum of role-play scripts, understanding that energy and enthusiasm along with skills bring high productivity. Tony Smith stood on the stage when he went through his blueprint. The first 2 years, Mike, I was with you, I practiced and role-played 2 hours a day by myself. 2 hours a day, morning and afternoon, one in the morning, one in the afternoon. Then he smiled and said, now I just practice 30 minutes a day. Every professional in every business practices and role plays. Let's be professional, okay? Number 5, on the days that things don't go well, we must practice blind faith that what we're doing and being asked to do is going to work. Folks, hardest part of real estate is practicing blind faith. You've heard me say this in the past. Do you honestly think that I'm going to ask you to do something, share an idea or a technique with you that is designed to hurt your production, to hurt your income? Never. I've been in business for 40 years. This is, in a couple weeks, it's my 40th anniversary of doing sales training and coaching in real estate. 40 years. Why have I lasted? Because I'm going to tell you the truth about what it takes to succeed. Guys and gals, on the days that don't go well, practice blind faith. Number 6, through role play and practice, I've taken the scripts and made them a conversation so I can work with all types of people. Isn't that a great thought? See, instead of that awkward, hi, when do you plan on moving? Watch, when do you plan on moving? How long have you lived at this address? Where'd you folks move from? How'd you happen to pick this area? If you were to move, where would you go next? When would that be? See, through role play and practice, it becomes a conversation. You're conversing, you're getting involved, you're listening to what they have to say. Number 7, accountability. The ability to be counted on. Isn't that great? I asked one of our great coaches, Kathy Anderson, Kathy, give me your definition of accountability. She goes, it's real simple. The ability to be counted on. Watch. Create strong accountability for yourself. The more you do, the better you are when it comes to accountability. We can't have too much of that in our lives, but here's the problem. We're independent contractors. We don't have to do anything anybody says. But those of you that are smart have accountability in your life. Number 8, work on strengthening your mindset every single day. Folks, we live in a very challenging time. We live in a very negative world. There's so many problems among people and among countries and the politics, and oh my gosh, it's just overwhelming. Well, if you're not strengthening your mindset towards the wonderful business of listing and selling real estate, and you're not pouring good thoughts into your head, the problems of the world will crush you and cave you and knock you down. Number 9, focus your workday on being a top producer. Identify and apply the habits of other top producers. Hey, are you coming to the Superstar Retreat in July? I hope so, because if you're not, you have made a major mistake. Why? Because you're in a room with 4,000 great agents who all have the goal of learning, becoming more successful, and becoming more productive and profitable in the business. How do you do that? You have to spend time with people. Well, Mike, I'm the top agent in my office. I did 9 deals last year. Well, get out of your comfort zone and come to the retreat. Number 10. Delegate all non-income producing activities. Our job is to prospect, be aggressive with our lead follow-up, pre-qualify appointments, go on appointments. 80% of our day should revolve on these activities. You ever done a time motion study on yourself? Okay, now watch. 80% of my day should be involved in prospecting, lead follow-up, pre-qualifying, and going on appointments. Is any percentage of your day involved in those activities? Because that's what people do that want to take listings, make sales, and make money. Number 11, remember, start every day at 0 to keep complacency from being an issue. Gosh, I love that point. It is such a great point. Because the majority of all people in life, you meet them every day, are complacent. Well, Mike, I'm comfortable with what I have, and I'm satisfied, and I don't need to improve. Well, you're right. You're complacent, okay? So if you start at 0 every day, when you wake up in the morning, your mindset says, I have no leads, no prospects, no listings, no sales, no pendings, and no income. I got to go to work. That's a great attitude to start the day. Number 12, focus on only working with buyers and sellers who will make a decision today. Probably the hardest thing for anybody to accept. If there's one point in the blueprint you're going to scratch off, it's that one, and it may be the most important point for improving productivity. Why are you holding on to leads of people that are never going to buy and sell? Number 13, oh, I love 13, outwork the competition. Outwork the competition. Folks, In May and June, last month and this month, I'm doing 64 3-hour seminars in Southern Nevada, Arizona, and California. 64 of our best customers, I'm doing a 3-hour seminar. My competition doesn't do this. And I'm probably twice as old as most of them. How do I succeed? I outwork the competition. Ever thought about trying that for yourself? Number 14, understand that neither the economy nor the market determines if we achieve our goals. We should always be prepared to adjust to the market to achieve our goals. We got to get off this nonsense that the market isn't good, so therefore I can't succeed. The economy's bad, therefore I can't succeed. The economy's really great, I'm doing well. It's you that control your market and your economy. And number 15, I love this one. Get into coaching, do what your coach tells you, and then stay in coaching for the rest of your life. Well, it's an interesting blueprint. Interesting, isn't it? 15 great thoughts, any one of which could help anybody here become more productive. Which 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are you going to use? How many times this week are you committed to watching this particular Mike Ferry TV program? Because if you do, guess what? A, I'll get to see you at the retreat because you'll come with the confidence to know you can learn more. And B, you're going to have a great year. Why don't I see you at the retreat in July? Call the office and get registered, for goodness sakes. Somebody said to me a couple days ago, Mike, I can't afford to go. Breaks my heart. I can't afford to go. And I said, I'm sorry you feel that way. But the truth is you can't afford not to go. Let's get you there. See you next week.